Hello, everybody. It's Sandra Pelli, the Sandini, and my beautiful friend and partner in this, Nicole. Um, I first invite you to ground. So taking a few breaths, feeling yourself coming into this beautiful space, and a few more breaths. Inviting the mind, body, and soul and all aspects of self to be willing to receive and share, to accept, trust, and believe. And feel the power of the I am. I am open with no expectations, no limitations, consciously aware of I am creating the outcome, which is so profound with this tapping. Wrapping your arms around yourself for a hug. I am love. I am loved. I am loving. I am lovable. I love me. I love myself. I am divine love. We are divine love. And know that you have been included in this. All those who need this beautiful energy. Those of who are conscious and unconscious, but again, have a willingness to receive and share. This is for the highest good, for the most benevolent reasons, and for the greatest good of all. And so it is.
I'm so happy to be here again. So my full name, it's difficult, it's complicated, but I absolutely love it because I come from such a mixed cultural background. And it's got a mix of Italian, and then the Italian side of our family went to France, and so it's got the French in it as well. So it's Nicole Dubruel de Brolio. And really, it's a mouthful, I know. So I'm just known as Nicole from the Parenting Solution, and that's fine with me too. I just like to write it out there. Um, I Let's start today with some silent tapping, just to bring ourselves onto this page, into the space, and Sandra led us with such a beautiful. I really, really love that today, Sandra. Thank you. And I would just like to get our bodies ready to receive and to get the healing energy as well. So take a lovely deep breath in and out. And just coming up to the eyebrow. Let's just breathe in deeply. Beautiful. Okay. So is there something that has come up that you feel that you would really, really love us to work on today? You can put it in the chat for me. I have some ideas, but if there's something that you would like to share, I'm really, really happy to include that as well.
May I make a comment, Nicole?
Yes, of course.
It's not necessarily that I personally want to go in a specific area. I'm free to whatever the group and yourself would love to go. What I noticed though yesterday was that I was in the middle of a group scenario, and I actually made the comment about what I am going through. And I had a moment of, oh, wait a second. There's so many of us going through it. And then I stopped myself and I went, you know what? I am going through something. So that was very freeing to be able to admit that this is mine too.
Yeah. Yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah. My idea, which came to me this morning, I went to bed last night and I thought, oh, I'm going to wake up and some lovely ideas going to pop into my head for today. And there wasn't any ideas. And so as I was going through my morning, I just started, being open to suggestions, open to, guidance and things like that. And then this one word came up for me, just one word, and the word was peace. And I'm wondering that if today, like in our last session here, last tapping circle that we're doing this week, is to work on just becoming more at peace with what has happened. Yeah, you like that? Okay. And we can definitely add in that we are going through something, and it's an important something, and it's okay. We can just say it and be at ease with that. Yeah. All right. Okay. All right, and we got a message in the chat that says, I like that. It's a thought moving on. That's it. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. All right. Okay. And as we're working through this, if anyone else wants to put something in the chat, I can put that into the tapping. I'm really, really open to do this. I really want to be here for you and to help you in any way I can. So if you get a thought as we're doing the tapping, you can pop it into the chat and we can add that into our tapping script as well. Okay. All right. So let's just take a lovely deep breath in and out. And one more in and out. And tapping on the side of the hand. Even though during these last couple of tapping circles, we've worked through and we've acknowledged and accepted what has happened, and we've addressed our emotions of anger and our emotions of sadness around it. We also want to bring up that just the acknowledgement that we are going through something, and although we have our other lives and other things happening in our lives, it's okay and it's natural for that to be coming into that. It's a part of us, and it's always going to be a part of us. And so we're going to give ourselves permission today just to say that, hey, I'm going through something. Even though we probably all still feeling the shock of it, feeling the destruction of it all, it's definitely, we haven't moved on from it, and that's okay. What we are going to do is just try to be a little bit more at peace with it. Even though so much has happened, it's still so difficult for us to absorb and to take in, and things are going to be, we're going to be remembering different things at different times. I am choosing today to find peace with what happened. For it's not what happens to us in life. It's how we are now going to be reacting to what's happened. And we can learn so much from this experience. And just finding that little bit of peace, just being, all right, it happened, it was awful, it was devastating. But I am now prepared to find this little bit of peace around it, just to get to that point inside of me to feel calmer, can help me move on. I am choosing to find some peace in this. I am choosing to be at peace with how I'm feeling. To be at peace that, yes, it has made me angry. To be at peace, yes, I feel so much sadness. To be at peace with, yes, there was so much distraction. To be at peace, to just being able to say, I'm going through something. I am open to choosing peace around this. I am open to becoming more at peace with this. I am open to becoming more loving around this. And to be able to use my love and to use my peace in beautiful, effective ways. I am choosing peace today. It's happened, it's awful, and it will be awful for some time. And I am making peace with that today. Today, I am choosing peace. Today, I'm choosing to be a little bit more calmer around this. Today, I'm choosing to be open about it. I am choosing to breathe more love into this. Love for me, love for everyone involved, love for all the wildlife, love for all the buildings. I am choosing to honor it all. Honor a way of life that we had, and honor the changes that now are going to take place. And I am choosing to be more at peace with those changes. Change is hard. Change is difficult. There's a part of me that doesn't want the change. There's a part of me that is resisting the change. There's a part of me that strongly wants what we once had. That was what was once familiar to me. Change is not familiar to me. I don't know what to expect. But I am choosing to be more at peace with that change today. I am choosing that since the change is inevitable, and I can't take everything back to how it was, I can at least believe that the change can be beneficial to me and to others. Today, I am choosing peace. Deep breath in. Okay. So through the tapping that we were doing, did any sort of, that felt really good, was in the chat, wonderful. Did anything I say trigger any sort of resistance in you? that no, can't be at peace, or because of this and this, or no, I don't want things to change. I want them back. Like, did you feel any resistance coming up at all? Maybe, you're thinking that we're going through it and everything, and maybe there's a thought that, nothing can make this feel okay for me. And, and that's fine. That's perfectly normal and a perfectly good reaction. Another one in the chat, I feel freer. Oh, that is so beautiful. Wonderful. Really, really wonderful. All right. I just want to do perhaps around just on that, nothing can actually make this okay for me. It's difficult to find peace with what happened. And let's just see if anything comes up there now. All right. So deep breath in. Even though when I think about the devastation that took place, I don't know how I can ever be okay with that. I still deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though when I think about what happened, I still feel really bad about it all. And I don't know if I'm ready to find peace. I am open to exploring that further. Even though I feel awful with what happened, and I don't know if I can come to terms with it. I don't know if I'm ready to move on from it. I am open to exploring it further. This has been a difficult time for me. I've seen so much loss and destruction that I don't know if I am ready to come to terms with that. I don't know if I'm ready to find peace with that. All the loss and all the destruction. All the loss and all the destruction. So much loss and so much destruction. How can I be at peace with that? How can I come to terms with it? All this loss and all this destruction. All the loss and destruction. So much loss and destruction. So much loss and destruction. I can honor that loss and I can honor the destruction that took place. And I am open to finding peace around it. Because it's within finding the peace that I can move on. Now, I don't want to move on from it. It's too soon for me to move on. If I move on from it, I don't know who I am. How can I be at peace with that? All the loss and all the destruction. So much loss and destruction. Acknowledging all the loss and destruction. Acknowledging what I've been through. Acknowledging what I've seen others go through. I am ready to acknowledge it all. And by finding peace in it all, I can help rebuild what has happened. I can help others find peace with it. Finding peace with what happened. I am choosing to be at peace now. I am choosing to be calm. I am choosing to let all my feelings of anger, sadness, guilt, everything I'm feeling around this to be released, to go out into the world. And we can picture a beautiful, perhaps there's a machine in the sky that can turn all of this distraction into something new and beautiful. And I'm sending all of my feelings up there. I am sending images of what happened up to this beautiful machine in the sky that's going to turn it all into beautiful, new regrowth and better opportunities for people. And then it's going to come back down and rain all over Jasper, restoring what happened, restoring people's lives, helping people recover, helping me recover. And I can do all of that by finding peace with this. Finding peace with what happened so that I can send everything up to that machine in the sky that can transform all of that, what happened, into new growth, new opportunities, a new life with good things for people. Okay. Deep breath in and out. Okay. So is there anything anyone wants to share with us in the comments? I feel a tingling around my body right now. Definitely. I feel joyfulness and even an excitement in all the possibilities. Wonderful. That's it. Wonderful. Super. Okay. What I also wanted to share with you today is that I don't know if you know the Hawaiian prayer, the Ho'oponopono, and I thought it might be, oh wait, there's another one. We had a fire 12 years ago, 40 kilometers from Jasper. The next to it was full of fireweeds and so beautiful. Ah, isn't that amazing? What a lovely memory to come up right now. Super. So what I wanted to do, I wanted to that we get together, and I was thinking of the fireweeds rising from the ashes. They are so purple. Ah, isn't that beautiful? Wonderful. There's our hope. There's our new life coming in right now, right here. Super. So if you're open, we can tap and we can say the Ho'oponopono prayer. And that's good. It's a clearing prayer. It's a beautiful, beautiful Hawaiian clearing prayer. And I've used it on many things in my life with absolutely amazing results have come from it. So I want you to think of it. And again, like tune into to what's important to you. What would you like a new change, but a good change that you feel that you would like to bring in right now. So perhaps it's the buildings being built again. Perhaps it's the greenery and everything growing back again. Perhaps it's new types of jobs that are actually more beneficial for people in Jasper. And so tune into what you would like, new changes, new possibilities to happen, and bring those specific changes into your mind while we're doing the Ho'oponopono prayer. It's so powerful. All right, let's make our butterfly and come to it's just 4 lines, but these 4 lines are so beautiful and so impactful. And we can do it for the earth, the ground, the buildings, the peoples whose home were destroyed, the place where their houses once stood, the place where the church once stood, and you know, and the businesses that were lost, that new job opportunities can come in. So just picture your thing in your mind. All right. And the 4 lines are as such. I am sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. I thank you. Let's go through our points. I am sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. I thank you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. I thank you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. I thank you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. I thank you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. I thank you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. I thank you. Beautiful. Such a wonderful prayer, and really so effective. I'd love to give you an example. I actually had an opportunity to use it today. So it's summer here in Greece. It's very hot, so we're all going down to the beach, and we were beautiful things. Thank you. We went down to the beach this morning, and as I was walking down, I got to the shoreline, and some friends of ours were in the water, and they were looking for my son, and they were going, "Where's your son? Where's your son?" I said, "Oh, he's just having his breakfast. He's coming. Why? What's happened?" And their daughter had lost a beautiful gold chain in the sea. Okay, in the sand in the sea. And they said they want my son, who has a really good mask, to come. I said, I have a really good mask too. I will come and look and help you look until he comes, and we'll get him on board. So the whole time that I had my mask on and I'm swimming around in the sea, all I'm doing is saying these 4 words, because to me the chain left her. What had happened, and the chain wanted to leave her? Where was the chain not feeling happy and safe with her anymore? And it sounds funny, I know that, but everything is energy. And so I started saying this, and swimming round and round and round. And at some point I got cold in the sea. So my son had come, and they were all looking, and and I got cold in the sea. So I went to the girl and I said to her, "Look, I'm just going to go out there a little bit, have a swim, warm up a little bit, and I'm coming to help you find it." And we all just kept picturing her, because my boys, I teach them all of this, to picture her holding her chain, being happy. And as I was swimming out, I kept saying these 4 lines over and over again. I'm swimming back in, and suddenly she shouts and she says, "I found it." And she's holding her chain, and she's holding it up high. Now, this is a thin gold chain, and in the sea, in the sand. It's absolutely amazing. And this is a small example, but that it works on everything. So keep blessing the town with love, and keep saying these words to bring in the healing, to find out why the town, what was out of sync, what was out of energy, and this happened to this town, and bring in that healing for it to regrow, to be reborn again. Beautiful. Okay. All right.
Thank you so much, Nicole. Wow. That was beautiful.
Okay. And remember in the first one when we did this, the beautiful thing where we could see and we had the lights coming down. Would you like to do another one now, the rebirth of the town? Like, bring it
That's a good
away.
idea.
Yeah. All right. So once again, everybody do something that they would like to see come now. The new changes, the new things are going to be happening. What are those new changes that you want? Focus on them. All right. And focus on what exactly that change, and try and bring all the details to your mind, exactly how you want it to be. So do you want the town to be all the buildings be rebuilt, people's homes being rebuilt? Do you want, you know, people's businesses to come and to thrive? Do you want you know, a lot of love to come down on the town? And think about what it is that you want. If you want to share some of your things in the chat, that would be beautiful. And I'm just going to just see love raining down on this town, love and healing energy. That's going to be my wish for the town. So think of your wish, and if you would like to share in the chat, that would be lovely. And we can see what everybody wants for the town. And for those of you catching the replay of this, write your thing down, write it down, and you will do this exercise. And, you know, maybe we've got the healing, vibrant light beams all over the national park. Oh, that's lovely. Yeah. And write your thing down somewhere in your journal. And, you know, give it some time, give things time to start healing, to start happening, and come back and check one day and see if your thing has happened, and know that you helped to bring it about. Okay. Crystalline buildings and lifting them up into a rainbow light. Wonderful. That is beautiful. Really, really beautiful. Okay. So make a little butterfly. Just tap here and close your eyes and picture what you want to come to this town. And we've got to rebuild, for sure, to rebuild, not greed, but love, thinking of the northern lights over the park. All right, so you're going to capture your northern lights coming and bringing all of that in, love and not greed, and rainbow lights. And you all think of a light color, because we're going to be calling upon the energy, and it's going to come down in a light now. And if I think about love and healing energy, I get this beautiful green energy of life. And think about the shade of it. Don't just think of one color. Let's go into details. Think about the shade of the color. So my green is like a light green, light and bright light green. And think about how it's coming down. Is it coming down like a sheet? Is it coming down like a waterfall? How is it coming down over the town? Is it sparkly? Is it like a ribbon waving on down? That's how I see my light coming down, like beautiful, like a beautiful ribbon. And I can see all the waves just bringing all this love and healing energy. Okay. And moving to the eyebrow. I want you to just tap on the eyebrow point and just picture this energy coming down the light over the town. All right. And picture what you want happening and start to visualize it. Start to see if it was the houses. Start to see those houses being rebuilt with this beautiful light coming down and filling people up with energy and enthusiasm to get out there to rebuild their houses. And if it's the national park, start to see it spring to life again, the animals returning, the trees coming. Start to see how people's hearts are being filled with the love for themselves, love for one another. Move to the side of the eye, picture them wanting to help each other. Everybody wants to be there for each other. everybody's so grateful that they've been given an opportunity now, a do-over. Come down to your chest point and perhaps see forgiveness. Neighbors forgiving each other over the petty little things they were fighting over. Forgive the people in power for any wrong choices they might have made. Let that light swirl into them so that they're making good, powerful decisions for the rebuilding of the town. Up under your arms and picture that light going to all the animals, letting them know it's all safe. They can come back now. They can reproduce. Their babies are going to be safe now. In my mind's eye right now, I can see people walking around the town, smiling, laughing, being happy again. Tapping on the top of my head, I can picture children not being afraid anymore, running around, playing, beautiful play parks for them being built. Just so much happiness, love, and peace has spread itself over the town, allowing for new and wonderful things to come up now. Just come back to the butterfly and let your lights do their work. And slowly, slowly, when you think the work is done, you can open your eyes and come back into the circle with us. Okay.
That was very interesting. Thank you so much again, Nicole. I I laid down last night to rest, and there was this vibrant turquoise that was showing up, that I was like, oh, I was just like, oh wow, I absolutely love this. And it was a metallic-y kind of turquoise. And as you invited us to do color today, I had this aha moment of, oh my gosh, on the very first day you said what color, and here's that turquoise showed up last night. So it came in again today. I love it. I love that.
Wonderful, wonderful, really, really good. All right. How is everyone? How are we all feeling? It's my deepest wish that from these circles that everyone's just feeling a little bit more hopeful, feeling a lot of love to give. Oh, that's beautiful. A little bit more hopeful, a little bit more okay with it. Okay, it happened, it was terrible, but you know, it's one of those things, and now we can move on to rebuild and to just bring whatever we can into that situation to help with everything.
Again, I just have to say thank you so much for reaching out to me when you recognized what myself and others were going through with this, and having experienced something similar in your own country of Greece at this time. Last year or the year before, I think it was last year. Yeah.
Yeah. This year we've got, at the moment, there's 34 wildfires around Greece. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. And just, you know, really reaching out and providing us with this, because I think it made a world of difference. There's been a number of people looking at the previous 3 videos. if you're catching this one and it's the last one you're catching, then please do feel free to go back to the first one. It'll be set up so that it'll be in a loop so that these are continual. You can just loop through them again and again and again. And whatever you feel you need to, it's the accepting, the acknowledgement of what occurred. The anger was the second one. The sadness was the third one. And then today was finding the peace and the love and being able to send in the beautiful healing energy. So thank you so much again. Really appreciate you.
You're very, very welcome. We got a message in the chat. All right, that they were thinking about 75 friends and co-workers that lost their houses and to send in them the light and the love. Now that's beautiful. That's really nice. Yeah. And we can help others that aren't ready to step into something like this. And we can do the Ho'oponopono prayer. You don't have to do it with tapping. Tapping just, to me, it just reinforces things. It just facilitates things so much more smoothly. So I love putting all of this into tapping. And one thing that's very, very powerful that perhaps that you could all start doing is, because I think we mentioned it before. So you go and you tell some friends what had happened, or you talk to people and you rehash all the terribleness that happened. When we are doing this, in a way, we are reinforcing it.
Right.
So I am going to definitely encourage you, whether you're on a phone or you silently tapping here, or where your fingertips meet the nail and the skin meet, you can tap and talk to somebody and just be tapping and telling them. And that way you're releasing things from you. When you are just telling the story, you are reinforcing the story. So I would like you to, and encourage you all, that yes, it's wonderful, and go and talk about it, because talking can bring so much relief. But if we keep telling it and we keep telling it and we keep telling it, we're not going to find relief. It's going to become scarier and more devastating and more devastating. So tap on the sides of your fingers, on the side of your hand. Imagine yourself tapping around the points if you can't even use your hands, and just keep doing. And when you lie down at night and it all comes flooding back into your thoughts again, just let yourself think about it, but be tapping while you're doing it, either tapping or just lying in bed and doing this beautiful butterfly tapping hug. And things will start to release and you'll start to create good energy around it. Okay.
I want to add one more thing to this. Many of you know, or at least Nicole knows and Louise knows, and some other people know as well, that I'm a former Jasperite. I'm 80 kilometers away from there, and yet have been very, very affected by this. I'm tapping as I say this. Thank you very much. And I have willingly stepped into this role of being the listener so that people can tell their escape stories. And it's natural for a human being to take on that energy of other people's when they're telling their stories like that. So again, that tapping, whatever it looks like, it's going to help. It's going to help. Okay. Thank you again, Nicole.
So we have a few more messages here in the chat. So thank you so much for this workshop. It was right for me, and at the right time, I feel so much lighter. Well, that I really, really love that. I really love that. That's what I wanted, was just to bring a little bit of ease into the situation for you guys. And is there tapping to help sleeping? Well, if you ask me, there's a tap for everything. Everyone who knows me just associates me with tapping, and I go, oh, come on, Nicole, we can't be tapping all day. But really and truly, there's a tap for everything. So yes, there's a tap for sleeping, and you can do your tapping before you go to sleep. And I went through a stage of my life where I would wake up and I could not go back to sleep again. And I was literally too tired. I was still in that deep sleepy thing, but my mind was racing, but my body was tired. And I could literally not lift my hand up to do the tapping. And so what I do now is I imagine myself doing the tapping. All right. I imagine myself tapping on the points. And what I say, because something obviously has upset my body and it can't go back to sleep, and I have no idea what it is. It might be a worry, it might be stress, it might be, I really don't know. But I give that to my body. And there's an amazing man, his name is Gene Monterostelli.
Mhm.
And I'm in his monthly tapping class because he is absolutely amazing. He's the one I learned how to bring in the resources that we want to heal and other things like that. And he did this beautiful tap along. My body is a healing machine. And all I do is while I'm, still half asleep, and imagine myself tapping through the points, just saying to myself, my body is a healing machine. My body is a healing machine. And I don't even think I can complete a round and I'm back asleep.
I
So
love it.
I welcome you all to try that as well. Yes. Yes. And Sandra, I have a YouTube channel, which every Tuesday I just bring out a 3 or 4 minute tap along for people, and they are very, very welcome.
Is that under the parenting solution as well?
It's also called the Parenting Solution on YouTube. Is it me or Sandra? You're back. You're back. All right. So I can send you the link for that as well, and people can go and subscribe to that channel, and then every week there's just a little tap along. Yes, and I've got your I am love there as well. I do a tap along to that when we just say I am love. I am loved. I am loved. It's beautiful.
Okay, everybody, this is kind of like the wind down of this incredible experience. As was mentioned in the chat, I know that I personally feel more capable of functioning on a day-to-day basis now, and this has been a real beautiful gift that you've given us with this. So again, thank you so much, Nicole.
You're very, very welcome. And it's so nice. Your face is looking so much lighter now than when we did our first one. So that's my reward. That's beautiful to see. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, good.